the guy who put the cube around nothing, the invisible statue art. Like, well, that's it. I'm gonna get famous. How? I'm gonna have a white piece of paper and say it's gonna be art labeled "I drew a blank." That's it. It's
That's actually not terrible.
That's right. Like, I bet you someone would pay like $7,000.
Oh, sorry, we all opened it earlier. Welcome back, Team Packet. Choose the fat. I am Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
I am 100%
and we've been going for
sober.
39 seconds already. So
Yeah, I am completely sober. I'm drinking an iced tea right now. Like that's for
hard iced
weird. Well, man, it was like you don't.
Oh, that brisk.
No, this isn't brisk. I actually brewed this tea.
Is it sweet tea?
It is sweet. I am an American from the South.
He's high on sugar. That's what it is.
Yep.
And it's on. The weird thing is, it's like half and half regular and decaf.
What the fuck?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
I don't get the whole point of decaf anyways.
Well, because I drink it at night when I'm not.
Your sleepy time tea?
Kinda.
It's a 99 drink.
Well, I mean, you can't not drink all day if you drink all day. So I had a sober day yesterday, and I was drinking tea.
Oh, okay.
Which turned into me eating all fucking day.
That sounds about right.
And it wasn't even like, I was like, we watched a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
Like, we were just out of, sheer boredomness. And I was like, all right, let's check out what's on, scrolling through. I watched Assassin's Creed, and that ended up.
Which one?
I believe it was the first one.
Was it the live?
Like the movie.
Yeah, well, they have more than one. There's like an animated one and a live
No,
action.
like a real movie.
Live action. All right.
Yeah.
Like actual people.
Live action.
Yeah. It's not a bad movie.
I didn't think it was bad, but I started that with a chicken biscuit with potatoes. And then the second movie we watched was the Enola Holmes, and then I had food from Laos 757, courtesy of the Vos. Like, she's like, I brought dinner, and I was like, random, but fucking thanks. So I did get to try the papaya salad.
Okay. Spicy, right? The spicy.
Yeah, she brought
salad?
it over. The producer was unable to partake because she brought it at what's called Laos heat.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I was down. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck it, I'll give it a go. It's hot, man. It's not it's not fire sauce hot though.
No.
Like
Well,
it's
again, the producer probably would not have.
but like it's the constant you gotta constantly eat it.
Oh, so it's the same concept.
Don't
like,
stop.
It only sucks when you stop.
'Cause,
This is good.
It's weird. All right, first off, let me explain it to you. Like a papaya salad, it looked like it was like spiralized almost, but it wasn't curly. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like the same cut, just not spun. It was weird. It was like, so think the spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
So, but I'm assuming it's papaya. But there wasn't any like chili flake or anything. Like I couldn't see what was making it hot.
So it was like a soak, like it was.
Yeah, like it had like a little bit of moisture in it, but it wasn't like soupy. You know what I mean?
Do you? I mean, like
It had a couple cherry tomatoes in it, which you kind of need it.
so.
They were like did sliced cherry tomatoes, like kind of tossed around in there.
Yeah.
Do you think again, like if you couldn't see any of the spice, do you think that like again, was it specifically the papaya? Like,
Well, see,
did they soak the papaya in something? Because I feel like that would be the easiest thing. But tomatoes would soak up the
but it's like
spice
like
as
the
well.
papaya, texture of an apple kind of. It's like it has that porous, like where it can take in a lot.
Well, that's what I'm. So like again, if they like did like a cayenne or red pepper, almost. I'm trying to think of what you would like simple syrup.
You see, I was thinking Thai chili,
and,
like it was like that Thai chili hot.
Yeah, so like the sweet.
But I
and
couldn't
sour,
see any
sweet,
Thai
spicy.
chili seeds or anything. Oh shit! Really? Repping
What?
double D's.
No. I just put on a shirt. I didn't see what it was. And plus, I have 85 degrees hitting me in the back, so I'm like, let's just go back to summer real quick.
Well, I mean, would you rather sit out here in the cold? You want me to turn the heat off, Dooley? You want me to make it less comfortable for you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I was getting
Papaya salad.
uncomfortable.
It's something. It's definitely something you should check out.
I'm sorry, just real quick. Double D's Pub and Grub. Now I really want to open a weed version called like Double D's Grab and Dab.
Grab and dab.
You know, the dab and grab, the grab and dab. I just, I feel like that would be a. Sorry.
Fucking random thoughts.
Double D's Grab and Dab, man. I mean, what are you here for? Well,
Things to
shit.
go through
Can
Not
I,
a
get,
sponsor.
can I get two at once? We can knock two things out at once right here.
No, but like, so the papaya salad, definitely something you should check out. I
Yeah.
think you would enjoy it.
Would it? I mean, would it have to be like Hooters? Do you have to employ big women at Double D's Grab and Dab? I probably would have enjoyed the papaya salad, but I think I would enjoy Double D's Grab and Dab too. All parts of Grab and Dab.
The stickiest fucking rice I've ever had in my life, though.
That's what I'm talking about.
There are
exactly
two
what I'm
fucking
talking about.
total different conversations going on right now.
And they go together perfectly. Stickiest rice I've ever had. That's
All
what
right,
we
but-
serve.
Like, I've never had to cut rice.
Wow.
That's
Sticky.
all right. Like, did you? So like you said, you cut rice. Is this one of those like, if you had a spoon, you would need a second spoon to separate?
Or like,
Does
you
that
know,
make
you
sense?
cut out like a section with
And then,
the
like-
edge of your spoon.
And then lift.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like,
but
you
it
have to
didn't-
cut it away.
But it didn't like stick to the back of the spoon as you were trying to pull it away.
No. It stuck together.
Okay.
It looked like
So once you got the rice cut,
it
apart,
looked
was
like
still
almost like the
separate.
shape of a football.
Yeah. yeah.
And it was just like, you couldn't like scoop
Football
it.
special.
It had like a protective coating. That was like...
What'd you call it? What'd you call it? An edible varnish.
Yeah. And like, so, like, because what I was like, how I was explained is like, you get some of the papaya salad, eat it with the rice, it kind of like chills it out. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like blow your palate hot.
Yeah.
Then it had the sausage.
That's a great strain name.
Blow your palate hot.
Double D's Grab and Dab. Come get your blow your palate hot. Just wait till fucking.
Won't
Come
you
on,
write-
Virginia, let's
won't
go.
Won't you write these ideas down?
Why? They're all on record.
So then there was the beef jerky, which was literally beef jerky. I didn't understand the correlation in the rest of the meal.
And the beef jerky?
Yeah,
Was the
that-
beef jerky also spicy?
No, it was kind of like teriyaki.
Well, that's
It was
disappointing.
definitely homemade.
Like, I mean, I'm
It went
okay.
well with the rice.
I'm pleased with the homemade part.
It was good for scooping rice.
It's an edible spoon.
Yeah, but I like why teriyaki? Like,
I have no idea.
well, maybe like I don't know. I was gonna say, did it was it meant to go together, or did Hen just bring?
Hen just ordered one of everything on the menu
That's
and then
okay.
gave me some of
Yeah.
everything on the menu.
So it wasn't necessarily
So
meant
then there was
to be
a soup.
together.
I have no idea what it was, but it was chicken, I think. It had noodles. And it was obviously like a coconut milk kind of thing going on. Also spicy. Laos hot.
So like a chicken noodle curry.
Very similar, but soupy.
So did she get everything Laos hot except the beef jerky? Because now I really want to know if they make Laos hot beef jerky. Because I feel like that's where it's at,
I want to try that.
right? Like,
I mean, overall it was good. As far as food trucks go, one of the better. And I ate it.
there's another strain name, the Laos hot BJ. You know, Double D's is bringing itself together already.
I don't know if anybody wants a Laos hot BJ.
Oh,
Oh,
I
fuck.
bet you that
Fuck.
shit would sell like
Oh,
crazy.
shit.
The stranger the name, the better.
Dennis is over here going, how much?
He's probably trying to remember how much. What are you talking about?
But yeah, so I mean, it was just an interesting day. I just ate all day yesterday. I watched Enola Holmes too. It's pretty good. Worth
Okay.
checking out. Yeah, if you like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So I really,
I didn't see the first one, but I've heard really good things. So
You should definitely. Yeah, they're worth it. And yeah. So the F-150 is still sitting in my driveway because the next available appointment's in December.
for Ford,
So I don't know what to do. I wonder if do I bring it there and just like leave them the keys? Like, hey, if you get around to checking that out, it's like the appointment's booked. That's booked the fuck out. So I was like, what's the difference of it sitting here and sitting there? Like,
yeah.
Hey guys, it's here.
It smells like burning. I don't want to drive it.
Yeah, right. So yeah, so didn't get anywhere with the F-150. So
I
Which
can't
is-
say I'm surprised.
on a Sunday,
In general, just I have to any All right, so let's get into it. Kelsey has tire protection on her car. It's a newer car.
I should get that.
Basically,
You should have had that a long time ago.
you should have any kind of protection on your car, Dooley. Things that don't move jump out in front of you.
You should have dually protection in that car.
So she has the tire protection, but here's an example because again, she got a hole in a tire, like it got a flat.
Yeah.
Couldn't get an appointment for like a month and a half, and like she didn't want to ride around on a donut for a month and a half, 2 months. So I told her, I was like, just go buy another tire, have them put it on the rim, and then go back to the shop, in a month and a half, and be like, cool, I want my free tire. But we still had to go buy a tire.
Right. Buy a cheapie.
Well, yeah, we did. We bought a cheap one, and I told her, I was like, when they take it off to replace it, just tell them, like, I want to keep that rubber, because if the shit, blows again, and you guys don't have an appointment for a month and a half, I'm going to go back to this shop and say, I have the tire, like, $10, put it on the rim, let's go. But, I mean, again, you pay how much for that protection, and it literally doesn't do you any good for 2 months.
Right.
Like, so you're
can't get in there.
You're telling me I'm supposed to ride around on a donut for 2 months? Because I'm pretty sure they tell you not to do that.
Yeah, not more than 50 miles.
I'm pretty sure there's even like a mileage that you're not supposed to run on it at one time. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty
about
sure it's
that.
50 miles at 50 miles an hour.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 50 at 50. Yeah. Like, but still, like, that's
Rule of thumb there.
it's just ridiculous how all the dealerships have a month and a half wait time to get in. So even if you're paying for the protection, like, it doesn't really do you any good. If you can't use your car for 2 months, like...
Double D's protection. It won't do you any good.
I mean, like, a diesel strain called Double D's protection is pretty good.
Kelly, if you listen to us, because I've told you about all this.
Because then it sounds like Double D's protections, or is it like Double D protection? I don't...
Don't kick me out of the bar. I'm just wearing your shirt.
No one said anything about a bar, Dooley.
No, this is the Double D's grab and dab,
Dab.
not the pub and grub.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm simply taking inspiration from your shirt, but the grab and dab, completely different concept than the pub and grub. I won't have food. I'll just have sexy ladies and weed. That sounds
The
appealing.
costume. The uniform. Is
You know
Adam
what?
and Eve.
That would be great. Can we have one male bartender who has to wear a fake chest? That would be hilarious.
Well,
Bud tender,
wouldn't
not
be-
bartender.
Then
but-
it wouldn't be Adam and Eve. It would just be weird Eves.
It would just be Steve.
I'm still talking about Double D's, but Double D Steve is a great name.
Hi, I think you were calling Double D's. Grab and dab. This is Double D Steve. How you doing?
I feel like this is a place you walk into and become extremely uncomfortable.
Only if the male bud tender was really wearing the Double D chest, but
I honestly thought you just said butt tender.
bud tender.
We're not talking about fillets, motherfucker.
Well,
We are talking about Double D's here. I mean, butts might be involved.
hey.
Yeah,
So, Dennis, how the fuck you been, man? The longest intro in history.
Oh, we've probably had longer. That's what Double
She-
D said.
That's what she said.
That's what D said.
So that guy came in. That we talked about. Yeah,
You mean the raw meat guy?
the raw meat guy.
Nice.
Come get D's nugs. Come on.
Oh, dude. Yeah. And blonde hair, glasses, skinny as shit. Looked just like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Nice.
I'm like,
Did
no.
he?
He bought liver.
That was a
He
little
dyed
bit.
his hair?
That was a
Or-
little bit weird of an. That sounded a little bit too horny of an. I was like,
Not horny.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
But no. Jesus. Yeah, no.
It's getting weird in here.
Yeah. He came in and he's asking about the price and everything on the beef liver and the beef hearts and everything like that. And he's like, I'm still debating on which one I want to start with, like to start this diet with. And I'm like, you should not eat this raw.
Sign this waiver.
Yeah.
Sign this waiver.
I want to go.
Normally, a
on record
butcher
here.
shop doesn't have to put an asterisk next to shit.
I
but
just
hey,
want you to know.
For
You're the reason I got that lady from Richmond that comes down and says I need to put the safe handling labels on fucking shit. Like, what the hell? Like, no.
Eating raw or undercooked meat may.
You don't eat raw fucking damn organs. I'm sorry. No. There's no, especially a fucking liver. It's a filter. Like, no.
So,
Well,
he
actually,
came back.
I completely agree with you, though. It's a filter. Let stupid people filter their way on out. Here
Yeah,
you go.
pretty much, yeah. Strong survival of the fittest. But yeah, he came in, got some liver, came back 2 days later, bought the heart. I'm like, how'd the liver turn out? He's like, oh, it was delicious. And I'm like, did you serve it with a nice Chianti? Some fava beans, maybe too. Shit. Like,
See, do they cook the fava beans or do they eat the beans raw too?
that's what I want to know.
No.
Like the questions that everyone does really.
Because
pondering.
at least Hannibal Lecter fucking damn cooked that shit.
I was going to say, like, I'm assuming he cooked the fava beans because he didn't eat. Hannibal wasn't like raw. He's like, yes, nice poached cheek,
cheat meat. It's delicious. But pretty. And then, well, I screwed up over the weekend. Fucking forgot to order briskets.
Ooh,
Yeah, and of course, what did everybody come in asking for?
brisket. Of course, man. It's whatever the fuck you don't have or
Yeah.
you have least of.
Yeah.
Hey, you got quail?
No, we do not.
Heard.
No, I got too expensive. The man,
Tell you, man,
pheasants.
the teat.
Oh, well, I've already found Cornish game hen. I haven't found quail yet. So,
Teat.
have you actually seen it?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's in the
Which
game
one?
freezer.
Which one?
Yeah.
The courthouse.
Okay. See,
It's in the game freezer.
keep in mind, there are multiples.
Over
They
there,
don't
we
all
got the
carry the
geese,
same
we got
thing.
the geese,
but-
and they got the pheasants and everything.
Yeah,
too.
the pheasants, the geese.
Yeah, no, I'm going
the
for small
rabbit.
game.
Yeah, it's all in the same freezer.
Gotcha.
It's like right at the end of the meat department. There's a door, and then it's like the very next freezer before you get to like cheese, which
Okay.
is weird, or eggs, whatever it is, cheese and eggs.
Wild game.
Cheese, sausage,
It's sausage.
Well, it's like hot dog sausage, and it goes down like cheese and eggs and shit.
Okay, that does kind of make sense, though, because, like, hot dog, sausage, wild game, it's all pretty much the same. You don't really know.
Yeah, but they
what's
definitely
in it.
have. Like I've seen it in there.
You're already
like,
taking your risks
They got
with
the
the
rabbit.
sausage.
They
you
got
know?
that's
Looks
where they
your
got like
asshole.
the shit, whatever, the marrow bones and all that stuff is in there. So. It's not cheap, but it's there
Right,
and available. Dooley, how's Double D's?
He was there last night.
Right?
I was.
Is that where you got the shirt?
Is this
Well,
a local place?
Yeah,
Yeah. What's up, Bonnie?
Dope.
it's where Stooges used to be.
Now I want to see how, like, they want to partner up. Like, is there a shopping center place next to them that I could open Double D's dab and grab? We could Double D the block up.
Yeah.
I mean, if they, that fucking Dollar Tree fucking goes out of business, it's right next door.
Well, I mean, they're not even $1 anymore, so
Or Dollar General. I don't know which one it is.
$1.50.
Dinky.
either way, I don't think either of them are $1 anymore, or you get like half as much.
Dollar General's never been $1.
Right? They do like $5.
Generally
shit.
$1.
No.
No.
It's like a general store.
Yeah.
Generally $1, not $1. Anyway.
You didn't put it together, right?
Dollar Tree
try
Fitty.
Do your
But
math.
yeah, I was at Double D's last night and met one. Actually, finally started talking to one of the regulars there, and he has 500 yards worth of shooting range, like space. So me, him, and like 3 other regulars are probably going to go to his. It's on the Eastern Shore, so we're like an hour and a half away. But
He drives from the Eastern Shore to go to Double D's.
no, he lives like right next to Double D's. He just
Shooting range
Oh.
is on the Eastern Shore.
Yeah. I would not drive an hour and like, hey, let's go to Double D's. It's an hour and a half away. But he said he's going to open it for, like, get it all cleaned up, mowed down, and everything like that. And
Mowing
then
down Double D's.
sometime in December, he's going to have us go out there and shoot with them and stuff like that. But
Motorboat.
Yeah, let's
son
go
of a
out to the
bitch.
Eastern Shore and stand outside and shoot in the fucking middle of winter.
he said he likes to shoot in the extreme cold and the fucking extreme heat. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Sounds extreme!
But work-wise, fucking, yeah, I had the...
No wonder he goes to Double D's. A single's just not big enough. You know? It's gotta be extreme!
Work-wise, the wedding I had was 3 protein, 2 starch, 2 veg, all that other bullshit. And the party the next day is the exact same shit.
Okay.
So just Thursday night, I'm just prepping literally everything. Like, oh, well, fucking here's 40 pounds of salmon. Here's fucking, what was it, like 30 pounds of prime rib. And like, I want to say 45 pounds of chicken or some shit like that. Just, I prepped everything. And the new general manager comes in, and she just sees what we're prepping up for tonight's thing.
Right.
And I have well over a good amount of salmon. Like, you know how we used to do the whole potato fillet cut in half for buffets? She was looking at it, she's like, I don't think it's going to be enough. It's like, bitch, it's 100 people, and we have this much salmon, this much chicken, and this much prime rib. They're going to have enough. And she came back after the banquet was done with, and she was like, oh, I guess y'all did have enough food. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, it's like I've done this before. Like, for like 6 years. But, that was pretty much my week. Not much really happened, so.
Well, I mean, we had a fun-filled week.
I heard things about Saturday.
Saturday.
Flannel Fest.
What kind of things did you hear, bro? It's all truth lies. I don't know.
Sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's true.
My buddy Kevin came up and he's like, ooh, the truck's here. And he's like, walked over and they're like, we're sold out. And he's like, fuck, man. You know,
It's 'cause they saw
Yeah, he got there late.
Yeah, he got there late. That's why. Yeah, he said he got there late. He had to work too, so like.
Because
I mean,
even
even-
saw him, like,
It wasn't even that late. Like when we started, like to realize, like,
We're not going to make it.
yeah. I mean, it was like
It was a weird...
like a big ugly crowd.
Wow.
It was a
Yeah,
weird
Pleasure.
rush, though, because we took 3 pans of sauce and had a full pan left. Like, we didn't... Normally, we run out of cheese sauce. Like, that's
like 4.5 fucking gallons.
And we didn't run out of cheese sauce. It was... We ran out of everything else. Like... So many kids.
There was a lot of
So many kids.
and so then they just beat up your sides.
Yeah.
So like all your like plain mac and cheese, plain mac and cheese, plain mac and cheese, plain mac and cheese,
Yeah.
like French fries,
Fries.
French fries, French fries, French
Yeah.
fries, and then it's like, let me get a Philly fry. I'm out of fries. Philly mac. I'm out of fucking mac. I can't make it Philly.
We sold it.
Make it a Philly.
Still got bread.
By the end, we sold out of Philly.
Yep.
We had like 11 pieces of regular bread left. Like when we closed, there was not. Even if we had stayed open, it wouldn't have been much longer. And
And it was
pretty
just to
much
the
like
point where now, like, you're just annoying people
Would you-
because like,
yeah.
they come to the truck and like, all right, I have
burgers
like-
and chicken.
I got, yeah,
Burgers and chicken, and I got like 3 triple
That's
Ps.
what he usually gets too. He usually gets the buffalo, the Firebird.
It's weird because usually the bacon garlic cheese sauce is like the telltale sign, like we're about
Yeah,
to be
like that's. And
we're
again,
about to be done.
still had a full pan left. We did have a hiccup moment.
like a 3/4.
We had a hiccup moment where we didn't start heating it quick enough. Like we were like,
It was just
brought
weird.
we
We brought one cold,
Yeah.
so we had one to heat, and like the day didn't start like that. You know what I mean? Like you know, it's our normal Pleasure House day. We open up, there's like 3 people there.
Yeah.
You know, it's noon, and then like at like 2:00, it's like the place threw up people. Like, I don't know where the fuck they came from. It's just like they all just came at one fucking time. Like, 1 minute you're cooking a burger, the next minute you turn around, there's a fucking line from us to, like, to order beer.
Yeah.
I don't even know where they were all parking. Like I know that there's a parking lot next door, but it didn't even seem like there were
wasn't
that
big
many
enough.
cars in
Yeah.
that parking lot. Like, but there were people
Neighborhood.
everywhere. Like we
Maybe
have
it was just
never,
like a walking entourage. They're
we
just
have
like, "Let's just keep on
never
going down
seen
the
so
street."
many people at Pleasure House.
Yeah, never in my
Like
life.
never.
I heard they had the axe throwing thing.
Killing Pine.
Yeah.
That kind of kept us there a little extra longer because he
They're-
locked us in, so we couldn't get out.
Their parking situation is really weird.
They have a front parking lot and a rear parking lot.
Oh yeah, the front parking lot is like what, 5 spaces,
I'd say 10.
and then just
And then you go around back and there's like maybe like another 8.
yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of parking there to begin with. That's why they have additional parking over at like right next door.
Yeah.
At the
Tactical
Yeah.
supply something.
Yeah. So you can use their parking lot, but then I went over there and like their parking lot's not that fucking big.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of area around
Yeah.
the building, but not used correctly.
Well, I don't think they need it.
No, they do not.
They probably have plenty of parking, but when you're overflow parking for a brewery, yeah. I mean,
I was wondering if people were like parking across the street at the shopping center.
I mean, we did hear that it was a record day for Pleasure House. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't just like we, got hit. They did well as well, and I mean, I'm glad to hear that. Like,
Yeah. Flannel Fest. Who knew? Wear a flannel. Drink some beers. Throw some axes.
Okay.
Eat fried chicken.
yow.
Sounds like a fun day.
Right?
I mean, I get it, but there's only so much there. Like, how... Like, people were there for a long time.
We really want to know what the insurance is like on axe throwing.
Yeah. I had a brewery.
Drink beer, throw axes.
Right?
Ricochet.
Next thing you know, they're going to have a fucking shooting section.
But, like... There's like the only thing to do really is, I mean, outside of like your normal pleasure house shuffleboard darts and all that crap, axe throwing was like the only addition besides the food truck being there.
Yeah.
And the food trucks are there like every day except Monday, and then so they bring in axe throwing. Is this what's pulling this many people?
Axe throwing is like that new fucking craze.
Yeah,
but
but
we've been with throwing pine a lot of places,
And it's not like he
that.
has pulled that. Like, I really think that whatever Flannel Fest struck in people, it was Flannel Fest. Because you're right, they had the games out. They had the giant Jenga tower. They put out cornhole.
The huge Connect 4.
They had all their normal games out. But that was obviously, like, I have to admit, the giant Jenga tower seemed pretty popular.
Yep.
I don't know why that one in
I think
particular.
it's a kid thing,
Yeah, but it was like adults playing it.
dude.
Like, hey,
Jenga.
just anyway, that one was really popular. I don't know why.
Just
People
get
gave
the-
up on cornhole. Like, people stopped playing cornhole, and it was like the Jenga thing was still going. But, yeah, there were a crap ton of people there, and it could not have just been us or Killing Pine. Like, they just... Even one of the owners was like, I don't really know what the formula is here, but I need to figure it out, because flannels and, flannels, axe throwing, and beer.
Fest next Saturday, too.
Like, I don't know what the formula is, but we're going to have to
He's
figure
like,
it out.
man, I gotta brew a lot of fucking beer. He's like they're almost empty. You know what I mean? Like, you almost drank a brewery out. Like,
Now that's what I call a successful day.
yeah. I mean, it was a good day, man. Like, they had,
With Irish there.
it was fucking.
Apparently, the Irish Red was one of the top sellers.
That doesn't surprise me.
I believe it was the coffee stout that actually
Yeah, the
Stout?
Pale Horse.
Now I
Pale
don't
Horse
remember if it was a stout or a
coffee.
porter.
It was Pale House Coffee and Cream Stout.
Stout. Okay, it was a stout, but yeah, that was their new release that day.
Sounds delicious.
So of course that one sold the most. But apparently, Clan O'Brien, I think it is, sold second.
I did. So we had a little free time because
Yeah.
we couldn't leave.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those, like, when you finally get to walk around and actually look at shit
Yeah.
and pay attention.
Mhm.
Like, they got a George W. Bush coin in there,
Nice.
like behind the plexiglass.
Yeah.
Like, they have like a huge wall of challenge coins.
Yeah.
I don't know if nice is. I like it was. It was a weird looking coin. Like it was funny. Just his photo on it.
Like, it was like his
Not
legit
a,
photo.
Yeah, it was not like
what the
a.
hell?
It wasn't like a regular.
Like-
it was
like-
him on a coin. It was
like, and
weird.
it was like, like glossed over.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was. I was like, is it like a legit
Challenge coin?
Challenge coin from the president? Because I feel like it would be much bigger. But I was looking at their Veer awards and like all the other awards they have. Like, Clan O'Brien has won an award like 2 years ago, and Glow was back in 2015.
Yeah, Glow was their big one
It
for
was
a while.
2015. That's the one
Yeah.
that won the award, and that's like, I forget what the middle one was, but they had like 3 of their Veers that had won some award. It wasn't a Veer. It was like bigger. Those were in like the little brown shadow box by themselves. Like,
Was it the Cova Beer Fest?
I don't. Maybe. Could be.
Yeah. I see, because I know they had that. Because they usually have that in.
Like, I was trying to look at it, but
front.
like the musicians' equipment was like in front of it,
yeah,
and I didn't want to be all up in his shit.
Yeah, I got you.
especially because he had
Move
like
your shit. I want to look at this.
his
thing.
tip jar was still there, and it was like full, and I didn't want to get too close to that shit.
Yeah.
in case some shit turned up fucking missing. Like,
Yeah. No, I got you.
I really doubt he counted it while it was still full, but I get what you're saying. I mean, wait, all musicians know exactly how much is in their tip jar. Don't steal from musicians. Team Fat Kid does not support, endorse, or condone stealing from musicians.
okay, so the other day I was watching TV, as I sometimes do. And Dooley, you're gonna have to Google this shit because it sounded interesting. It's called a panzerotti. It's a New Jersey dish, evidently. Panzaratttie.
Are you not typing?
Use your fingers.
I'm talking to the computer, not me. Pins are what?
A-R-A.
A-R-A.
They just had it. A-R-A-T-T-I-E, I think it
Are
is.
you sure it's not the...
Pins are that one down. All right, so... Oh. All right, so this looks weird. At first, like, when they were talking about it, I was like, dude, it's just like a calzone. But it's different in the fact that they deep fry it, okay? But it comes... It's like... in New Jersey, there's like a factory. There's like only one, and it makes all the dough for everybody. And it comes like they showed like the pocket. It comes like folded and molded already, and then they just stuff whatever
fillings they're
going to put in it, and then they close it up and then chuck it in the fryer. And the dough, if you go to the picture, Julie, like it's different than pizza dough.
Well, it says actually that it's pretty much the same, except one's fried and one's.
But it looks beautiful.
I'm not denying that. I mean, you basically made like a calzone empanada.
Basically, yeah.
Which I'm
And like,
totally down for.
See, I was like thinking, like, you know, it's like a deep fried pizza roll.
Is it an empazone or a calzonata?
I was about to say, these are just like fancier, better looking pizza rolls.
But look at this cheese pull here in the bottom, right? And like when I was watching the show, like the dude like bit into that shit, and I was like, "There's no way that is not
Hot
lighting
as
his
fuck.
face on fire." And he's like pulling it away. He's like, "Look at this." And he's like, and like pulling it away. And I was like, "Dude, when that breaks off, it's gonna slap you in the face, and it is gonna burn." Like, I don't know, like, because it's like a mixture. If you look at the picture right next to it, to the left of that one, Dooley, like it's like a cheesy sauce. Like, what's going on there?
That's like a cheesy mess right there.
I mean,
I'm not mad at it.
I mean, but now it just looks like the entire filling just dumped out onto your plate.
I was gonna say I feel like that one was like fried a little bit too long because now the cheese is just completely melted.
Why is it whenever they do something with Italian, they always have to make a fucking caprese?
I mean, okay, I get what you're saying. That's not technically a caprese.
I don't see any
You don't
balsamic
mean it.
involved.
It's all the ingredients of a caprese, and then the one right there in the middle to the left.
Are we? I was gonna say, are we? Well, that is definitely a caprese style.
But yeah,
Huh.
so it's like a deep fried calzone, but it's smaller though, like half calzone deep fried. Would you say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I don't know. It's like
Looks
like
like
the
ham-
size of an empanada.
It looks like
Yeah,
ham pie.
Hand
feel
pie.
like it's a
So
cow-
it's an Italian hand pie. That's what we're gonna call
There
it.
you go.
Italian hand pies.
Down with it.
Panzerotti.
Crisp, golden,
Oh, God.
brown
They've been-
fried pillows of dough stuffed with tomatoes and mozzarella.
Dude, there's one right there, right next to it.
Is that eggs?
Gobbler.
Oh, that's stuffing in turkey.
And
Oh,
cranberry sauce. Yes.
That's like the perfect Thanksgiving leftover.
The South Jersey food scene. That's where I take my inspiration.
GTL, baby.
You know?
I would not be surprised if creatine was in that recipe.
Jim Tan laundry. No grenades here.
All right. What is one dish that has to be at Thanksgiving? Not including like I'm gonna use poultry as
Thank you.
instead of turkey.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
greatly.
Outside of poultry, as being like the center of the table, what dishes do you need to have
Stuffing.
at your? Will you fucking let me finish?
Yeah,
I know,
trust me.
Jesus,
I mean,
dude, like, come on, we all know stuffing. Come on.
oh,
like what is the one
I'll get into that.
that has to be there? We'll start with the main one. Outside of poultry, what is the main? I guess I'm gonna say side dish.
Oh, easy answer.
I mean, I guess it could be ham if you're really that into ham. But I mean, is there something?
Mashed fucking potatoes.
Yeah,
I could skip stuffing. Mashed potatoes. I don't give a shit about stuffing.
I
I was
going
gonna
to
say mashed potatoes. too.
Can of cranberry.
I mean, like,
Hey, you know what?
some people would agree with you. I won't
with
lie.
the ridges and everything tells you exactly where to slice it, bro.
I
It's
am,
like,
I am being.
Only, but if you're the first one, man, you got like that big thick cut, and then then the ridges get smaller. Then you get the middle piece, and let everybody else go. I'll get that middle section, and then it goes like extended again, and then I'm gonna cut from the other side because it's another thick piece.
That's why you buy like 3 cans. Like,
Mashed potatoes has definitely got to be there. Like that. I feel like that's almost. There's got to be some potato at
Deviled
like
eggs.
every fucking holiday.
No, okay, time out now. I will interject here because you can't throw around any potato. Motherfuckers send you some under fucking cooked scalloped potatoes instead of mashed potatoes next to your fucking turkey. You're gonna be pissed off. It's gonna ruin my entire Thanksgiving.
The reason I said any potato is not. I'm saying any preparation of a potato has to be at some sort of holiday meal. So like. Thanksgiving, yes, it'll be mashed potatoes and not undercooked. It's just, like bad potatoes are bad potatoes. That's a separate issue. I'm just talking about like some sort of a potato should be at the meal.
I'm pretty sure it's mashed potatoes. Should
Easter.
be at
All right.
Again, mashed potatoes.
Easter. I'm not doing mashed potatoes at Easter
I
brunch
am.
or breakfast. I would be doing like brunch potatoes or hash browns.
I'm
It's
not
still
doing
potatoes.
brunch. I'm
You know what
still
I'm saying?
not
I'm right there with you, Jason.
Anyway,
yeah, we know you are.
I'm talking about Easter dinner.
Christmas we can go scallop potato. But I'm saying like some
no, some
form.
still mashed potatoes.
I,
Still mashed potatoes,
I
yeah.
am too, but again, that's a personal preference.
Okay.
I'm
You
just
can
saying
have you can have more
potatoes.
than one preparation of potato.
Most
I would be
important
okay
side-
with that too.
Most important side dish, deviled eggs.
I want to agree with you because I love deviled eggs, but no.
This is a good segue to my next question.
Excellent. Which probably deals with the preparation.
Because I
of
want to
items.
know. Okay,
Okay.
I feel like we've discussed this before, but it's been a really long time, and I'm drawing a blank. And I was drawing a blank when I decided to make this a question for the podcast.
Okay.
What makes them deviled? And where were deviled eggs invented? Google machine.
Salem.
Or
with the
do we-
witches.
Or do we? Should we try a segment of Ask Alexa?
I'm be afraid.
Alexa, where were deviled eggs invented?
Deviled eggs are from Italy.
They're from hell.
Italy.
I like the description. You got nothing but they're from Italy. We don't know where in Italy. We don't know why.
Gee,
they
there it
are
is.
from Italy.
There you go.
Okay, so the term deviled eggs comes from the 18th century culinary term at the Oxford English Dictionary, originally used as describing a fried or boiled dish that was highly seasoned.
You get it? Deviled ham.
Highly seasoned.
Yeah.
Salty as fuck.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Like heavily seasoned in Oxford, England, really fucking vague, far apart from each other.
I will say though, like highly seasoned. Even if it's only paprika that's still seasoned, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be spicy. Although it does go on to say that it also included spicy condiment-filled dishes. But I mean, like, if they did salt, pepper, and paprika, is that highly seasoned? Let's keep in mind these are like the whitest of white people.
Okay, now
Like,
that is true.
18th century Oxford. All right, these are like the whitest of white people. Fucking, it's got pepper. Oh my, it's highly seasoned.
Like we brought it all the way from India. Like whoa, calm
It's
down.
too much
Okay,
now.
but now, like deviled crab, like it's always to me, it's always a stuffed dish.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about something deviled, like deviled crab, deviled eggs. I don't know about obviously
Yeah, but
you can
couldn't
say-
that refer to the amount of seasoning in the stuffing? I mean, technically, couldn't you call a fucking turkey
you
a
could-
deviled turkey?
Couldn't you just
fuck's
make
an
like
egg?
an everything seasoning, roll a hard boiled egg in that bitch, and call it deviled?
Potentially.
I mean, that sounds like you would really piss off a lot of people at Thanksgiving.
I agree.
Oh.
You know what?
No.
If you're gonna get creative with it
Uh-uh.
and somehow
No.
if you could figure out a way to extract the
No.
yolk, boil it,
Y'all
then
can
put
stop
the yolk
saying
back
no.
in.
We'll get there in a second.
Yeah, if you,
Are you talking about that angel eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second. I was trying to let Alex finish.
It doesn't matter.
D's.
Look, I'm still trying to figure out should it be double D's, dabs, and dubs? Because I mean, like it's double D's, right? Like
dabs and dubs.
dabs and grab, like dab and grab sounds like a great, grab and go, but like tabs and dubs, I mean that's
See, I don't think the Greek yogurt is going to make that much of a difference. So in
Okay,
basically
so
an angel egg.
eggs are simply another term for the classic deviled egg. It's the same creamy yolk filling in the center of an egg white
True.
that we've enjoyed for years, but they make the filling with Greek yogurt. So yeah, that's a little weird. First off, I feel like if you're going to do an angel egg, it shouldn't have the yellow yolk at all. Now it should just be straight egg whites,
Right?
which sounds about as bad as Greek yogurt, in my opinion.
Right?
See, I don't think the Greek yogurt is gonna change the effects so much as you think, because like all it's gonna do is bring like a little bit of acidity, which it probably needs.
I would say it would. I feel like that would bring a little bit of sweetness too, and I feel like at that point, like
What are deviled eggs
What-
called in England? Do we
what-
click on that?
considering the Oxford English Dictionary made it, I'm gonna go with deviled eggs.
Yeah, okay, well, they're
They-
sinfully delicious.
Came from Oxford.
Ancient
So,
Rome.
I would appreciate that better than highly seasoned. That's why they're called deviled. I was like, you know what? Call them sinfully delicious, and that's why we call them deviled eggs. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
that's a reason to call them deviled eggs. Not like, oh, I put some salt and paprika in it.
$1 million.
Seems more like haunted eggs.
Well, they're deviled. What do you see what I was trying to do there? Pulling it together. Halloween, whatever. You got it. Thanksgiving.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. So going back to like the potato thing, because I don't. Do you have a segue into the next one? Because I can work this.
Go.
Okay, so I put this in your notes, although you could probably erase it. Sugar, right? There's like going to Halloween. There's like 13 different kinds of sugar. So like if you don't like,
Substitutes?
if you don't like regular sugar, you
Which-
can find some sort of a substitute. There are 5 easily available on the market.
Pteranado, the brown one. What's
Yeah,
that called?
whatever.
Turbino.
Really doesn't matter. I'm not
Raw
gonna-
sugar.
Raw sugar.
Still got
Whatever.
molasses in it. That's why it's brown.
There are definitely sugar substitutes. Now let's just say,
Splenda.
yeah, exactly. There are sugar substitutes.
You
and
get your
I'm-
trash out
you know,
of here.
equal. I don't give a shit which
you
one
get
you
your
want to go
trash
for.
out of
Yeah.
here too, sir.
I like
Sweet
sugar.
and low.
Get your trash out of here.
It's got aspartame. It causes cancer.
How do you substitute salt? Does anyone know a good salt substitute? Or
There is one.
You put iodine in it.
Or, like, again, let's mash potatoes. Let's go with the simplest, maybe not the simplest, but mashed potatoes. It's got to have salt, right? How do you make good mashed potatoes without salt? Because, like, if you're on a low... I'm supposed to make mashed potatoes this Thanksgiving, and someone is on a low-sodium diet, and I feel like they can't be
MSG?
excluded.
Well, no, I guess
They
'cause
can't
that
be excluded from mashed potatoes. That's just mean.
is MSG because it's a monosodium.
I would have to probably ask said person about that. I'm sure they got a pamphlet. But from what I have been researched, there is no truly good way to substitute salt. You can try and work around the lack of salt, but you cannot substitute salt. Yeah, like easy ways to cook better. Salt alternatives: mint, rosemary, nutmeg, basil, cardamom. Like none of these
Chili.
are salt replacements. They like
There you go.
all right. Garlic is the best substitute that I have found, but that in itself is not like you can over garlic something pretty damn easily
Oh,
and
I've
still
done it.
not have salt. You know
I've
what I
done
mean?
it. I
Like,
had the lid fall off of granulated garlic one time when I was making mashed potatoes.
oh, it gets it almost gets horseradish spicy sometimes.
Oh yeah, dude! It was hot.
Yeah, but I mean, again, like none of those are salt alternatives. There is no good salt alternative. Like you can put flavor in something without putting salt in it, but salt accentuates those flavors. So how do you replace salt?
That's a good question. And no, why does my shit not want to work? Stop it. There you go.
See, that makes no sense to me. I'm just curious about.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Benson Gourmet Seasonings. I'm going to call you the fuck out. How can I get a salty taste without salt? Use fresh lemons, limes, or most any citrus fruit. So you're telling me I should put lemons in my mashed potatoes?
No, I got you right here.
Like that's just weird.
Okay, so now the question that we have,
Apparently, a common answer though.
what you're looking for, is actually by a salt company. Here you go.
Is it Morton's?
Yep. So you know what I'm talking about already? If sodium's the issue, so Morton's makes a salt substitute sodium free. Now, I don't know. You might want to order that.
I need you to look that up. Morton's salt substitute.
Just type in salt substitute.
Yeah, that'll work too. But I want to see.
There's more than one brand right there.
I want to
down.
see some reviews.
There's more than one brand.
I want to see some
There's
reviews.
one called
you know
No
what I mean?
Salt, which I don't know what that is, but it's available at Kroger. It's not even expensive.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah.
There it is. Potassium.
So potassium closely resembles the saltiness of sodium.
Potassium
Hey man,
chloride.
potassium chloride.
Salt.
I mean, you probably need to add potassium in your diet anyway without eating bananas. Boom, a little
Just
salt
don't do too
substitute.
much.
Huh?
Just don't do too much. It'll cause a heart attack.
Well, I mean, I think they're taking the sodium out to also prevent high blood pressure.
Yeah, well, still, it's a double-edged sword.
Do you want a stroke or heart attack? Pick it. You get to pick.
My face looks kind of cool if he's like.
So I mean, yeah. So potassium chloride. So okay. I mean, yeah. You just don't use too much of it. I mean, and again, I think like salt. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably cook with too much of it, but therefore you shouldn't have to touch it when my food hits your table.
Shots fired.
Huh?
That's going back to a restaurant. That's what that was.
A couple of them, but anyway,
one named Salt.
So just again,
see, now we can open another restaurant and call it New Salt.
no. Does this actually taste like salt? This is on Amazon, and I'm not going to say the reviewer's name, but does this actually? There's two separate reviews specifically to that question. Does this actually taste like salt? We all taste things differently. In my experience, it's not exactly like salt, but it's a decent substitute. You'll have to see how it works for you. Thanks. The second one was, had high expectations it was going to meet my need. I used it once, and it sits where it's at. So
you got a 50-50 on this.
I mean,
what about what is it? Go back up really real fast. What's the other one called?
New Salt?
No, the
No Salt.
No Salt, sodium free. It's available at Kroger for $7.49. Keep that in mind when the price is right, guys. $7.49. It is $1 more than Morton's Salt substitute on Amazon.
And going through more reviews, it's not.
No, it's no good.
I mean,
the Kroger one, the Kroger No Salt has, what is that, 4.5 stars with 245 reviews.
I'm
reviews,
severely confused because this one has 3 stars but says disgusting, and it says not only did it have a strong flavor but a shitty one.
Oh,
So not like she was like, I thought it wasn't going to have a flavor, but it did have a flavor, a bad one.
The first review is the best. Guess it's an acquired taste. I was actually shocked at how horrible this stuff tasted, and no, it didn't remind me of a substance a human being would willingly consume. I've purchased many items I've never tried before based on positive Walmart reviews, and have been very pleased overall with the products. I've been trying to avoid salt, and this product had been reviewed favorably as a salt substitute. This stuff, wow. I can't even describe what it tasted like, but I know it didn't taste like anything you would want to put anywhere near your mouth. More like it was some chemical additive you would use to flush out a drain or use in some form of advanced industrial pickling. There's a slightly salty taste at first, and then an overwhelming, awful metallic and ammonia-like taste floods your mouth.
I was going to say, this seems like the most middle-of-the-line run that I found. Again, 3 stars. It is what it is. This product is exactly what it says it is. It is an alternate salt which does not contain any sodium. I used it because I wanted to reduce my salt intake. Does it taste as good as real salt? No, not even close. But it is not Morton's fault. It is potassium chloride, and it tastes no better and no worse than other potassium chloride salt substitutes I have tried. As I said, it is what it is. I guess
potassium chloride, evidently, you don't want to eat.
Right? Well, I feel like as a salt substitute, maybe you just use, all right, if it's recommended to use 3 grams, maybe use 2. It appears to provide some salty flavor, but not exact. So maybe if you have a light salt, maybe you don't get the metallic taste. You know what I mean? I don't.
Maybe it doesn't taste like ammonia.
Here's what I'm getting out of this, though, is I'm going to make 2 fucking batches of mashed potatoes.
One without salt.
Well, I'm gonna try the salt substitute.
I don't think you do.
You're right. Maybe I try 3 batches of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, we got the 2 good batches and 1 shitty batch.
I mean, look, the dog's got to eat, right? I don't know.
You don't want to give your dog that shit. Your dog's not gonna want to eat that shit. Like it's gonna look at you and be like,
What
"That
the
tastes
fuck?
like shit."
My ass
And I
tastes.
actually eat shit.
I thought you liked me.
Dog be looking at you like, my ass tastes better than this. What the fuck?
Salty.
Wait till later; it'll taste the same. What's that drink called? The Salty Dog? It's a whole new
yeah,
meaning.
yeah.
Whole new meaning right now, huh?
Okay, so just so
Or
you
is it
just
the- or is it the
for
unsalty dog?
for everyone listening, MSG is not a salt substitute per se, but it is a substitute for salt when you want less salt.
Well, because it's still considered a salt, so like it's still
Because
a,
it's still sodium.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
It's just
sodium's
not
the
a-
issue,
it's a monosodium, not a sodium dioxide.
Sodium
I
chloride.
believe salt is sodium dioxide. I believe.
Sodium chloride.
No.
No. No. No.
Shh, don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Also not a substitute for salt.
Nope, sodium chloride is salt. He got it right.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Sodium chloride,
It's
commonly
salt.
known as salt.
Yeah. Na on the periodic table.
Salt?
NaCl. But whatever. Good enough.
Let's break it down. Break it down now. Break it down now. Since MSG still contains some sodium, think of it as an ingredient to lower sodium / salt, but not as a salt substitute necessarily.
Now, does it say how, like, what is the ratio of salt to MSG? Because, like, this is not a no salt diet. This is just a you can't have a lot of salt diet. So, like, is this like a 1 to 4?
The way I
is
look
this
at
like
it-
is it a 2 to 1? Because a 2 to 1 is probably not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, if it's 2 salt per 1 MSG, I probably can't work with that.
My doctor tells me I gotta cut
But-
down my salt. Guess what? Someone else is going to kill
Well,
me
yeah.
anyway.
Oh,
I don't want to
it's-
eat my salt.
That's Kelsey already told her family, like, her mom was like, "What are you gonna do when you can't eat salt?" And Kelsey was like, "He's gonna get a new doctor or die." And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm glad she knows. Like, I can't eat salt anymore. Can't eat
I had
bacon.
a
Like,
I had a doctor tell me I need to cut red meat out of my diet. You know what I did? I cut my doctor out of my diet.
I'm saying, if I'm gonna enjoy my life, that's where I'm at. Like,
Damn right.
If I'm gonna go from food, it better be good food. You know what I'm not gonna die on? Oatmeal.
Yeah. I don't eat to live. I live to eat.
Exactly. I'm not.
The sodium content in MSG is up to 40% less.
So that's still at least like a 2 to 1, though. Like, it's not even 50% less. It's 40% less. So that's not even half as much. You're still getting
Yeah, you're still getting sodium.
60% of the sodium.
I mean, according to this sweet picture they got of the salt versus the MSG on the spoon, here, let me.
Are we sure that's salt?
It makes
Are we sure that's MSG?
it makes you feel good about yourself,
I mean,
but
Yeah,
MSG is also way smaller than salt.
yeah,
Well, I can't even say that.
that might depend on the salt crystal.
It also depends. Yeah, that's true. Because I use kosher salt, and then MSG, like
Yeah.
when you get like the rice crystals is what I
Yeah.
like to call it, the long, skinny ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. So outside of we all know mashed potatoes, obviously. What other? I'll give you. Everybody gets to pick two. What are like two sides besides poultry and mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving? And gravy doesn't count as a side.
No,
That is a
that's a sauce.
condiment.
That's a sauce.
That is a condiment or a sauce. Condiment or sauce? Shit.
Or dressing.
Dressing is not.
No, that would be.
I'm
the
just
stuff,
adding
that would
the
be the
last one.
stuffing, sir. Because it's only stuffing if you put it inside the bird.
Right.
Dressing.
Dooley's canned cranberry and stuffing. Dennis, you may go.
See,
Thanksgiving, man.
And,
Like
like-
if you had poultry, mashed potatoes, what other two items need to be on that plate in order for it to be a Thanksgiving dinner?
Everything.
well, see, there's never poultry.
mashed.
There's never poultry on my plate, anyways. So,
Well, that's because you fucking deal with so many damn turkeys.
yeah, I hate fucking turkey.
Oh, stop fucking the turkeys.
You gotta baste them the right way, you know. But I always have the mashed potatoes, but then at the same time it's that and then collard greens.
Mashed potatoes, collard greens. You get one more.
Mashed potatoes, collard greens.
See, he's complicated. He started with 1, now we're at like 3.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
like,
like,
other than
to
the bird,
create-
what has to be there?
Yeah, I was gonna give everybody, because everybody wanted to throw some things around. I mean, Thanksgiving's coming around the corner, man.
Potato
see,
casserole.
you said what's the like?
That is the weirdest fucking shit, dude.
It's better than that green bean shit y'all eat.
How do you know what we eat?
Because y'all got to.
You can't eat it because it has mushrooms in it.
Exactly. I
You
can't
don't know
eat it,
how
so-
delicious it is.
Like I said.
bread.
Okay, like
Some sort of bread. Doesn't have to be a cornbread.
Doesn't
I
matter.
do a lot of like
Like a
handmade
Parker
yeast
roll?
rolls. Like I just bread. For some reason that always ends up being a thing. Started. I think.
What else are you gonna sop the gravy up with?
Well, I mean, just like the homemade
Just
part. Like we don't do a
pork,
lot
like
of like
this. Not-
boxed
not
cornbread
sweet
or
potato
anything.
casserole.
Like, we do a lot of handmade.
You don't
yeast
know
rolls and
about
shit.
that.
Handmade what?
Yeast rolls.
Okay.
Like I feel like just actually making bread, not going out and buying like cornbread or anything. Like that's a thing in our household.
You get one more.
Yeah, see this whole 3 thing. You got to fuck shit up.
I'm trying to get a complete dish out of you.
Well, then in that
is
point,
there a vegetable at some point? Or
It's
you
a
just
green,
Like,
but-
are you like
Brussels sprouts.
it's turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, and bread?
I didn't say ham at all.
Well,
First
no,
off,
I was
and
just
I didn't say
saying-
turkey. I said poultry. Well, you said poultry.
I'd kill for
Mashed
ham.
potatoes, yes. Bread, and if I had to, it would be some kind of green. But I'm not going to narrow it down because I feel like my shit changes every year. Again, I don't even do the same bird. Like I try to change my bird every year, so I'm not doing a turkey every year. Again, I'm trying to do quail this year. You know what I mean? Like I change a bird every year. Anyway, yeah, like again, collard greens was actually I was talking to my dad yesterday, and we were going back and forth about what green do we want to do, and collard greens was on the menu. Like, but I don't want to limit it to that because yes, that rather deadly green bean casserole has absolutely been I would say not a
Didn't make
staple,
green
but
bean
has shown
casserole
up
with that
multiple times. There does have to be some kind of vegetable, but it doesn't have to be the same one. Like we don't stick to it has to be, turkey, mashed potatoes, green beans, and bread or stuffing because I feel like most people would go stuffing. But that my family just doesn't follow that. Like I don't have 3 staples: mashed potatoes and a bird, and bread. Those are the staples. That's all I got for you. Everything else is just kind of, it changes, and even the bird changes. I don't.
We didn't get the dessert yet, bro.
Yeah, well.
Wait your turn. Gulf, what you got?
You already know.
Cranberry and is it cornbread? What kind of stuffing is your?
No,
is
well,
it-
you
is
said
it-
I thought you were going on to.
I was gonna say whatever his mom makes.
I thought you were gonna say dessert.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the dually
Cornbread
traditional?
stuffing with the
Whatever his mom
and
makes.
oysters.
No, Mom doesn't cook on Thanksgiving anymore.
Send to us. Yeah, me too.
But all of the above is literally turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, cranberry.
Does that include whatever your mom makes?
Oh, she gets drunk and watches the parade while
You
we
said
cook.
all of the above.
Of the food. You specific ass motherfucker.
So turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing. Like, is there like a dually family tradition dish? Like, like
Sleep.
do you guys like put cranberries and walnuts in like your fucking cornbread stuffing? Something weird? Is there like one weird thing?
No, we just keep it very traditional, and then sister makes her cheesecake. That's the new thing. So, and apparently, a lot of other
Nice.
people are.
Does your family want me to make them a cheesecake instead?
I'm not on screen just yet, but
All right, go to the. Let's pull up the. Oh wait, we didn't get to dessert. Sorry, my bad.
Dennis almost got cut off on that one.
Yeah, I know, right?
He was ready too. Mushroom pie. Heard.
Mushroom pie. So the Thanksgiving dessert that must be there.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, and I think it's a tub of whipped cream and
I just
you
hate
like
pumpkin pie.
wave it over the top of the pumpkin pie.
Like wait.
I don't usually put whipped cream on my pumpkin pie.
You're weird.
Well, we all knew that.
I'm with him.
You like pumpkin pie?
I like pumpkin pie with or without whipped cream. Doesn't really matter to me.
I only have like half a slice, then I'm like, yeah, someone else eat it.
So what pie should there be?
I'm not saying there should be pie.
Apple pie, motherfucker.
Yeah, apple pie's good.
Pecan pie, cherry pie.
What about mincemeat pie? I've never had it.
They're good. They are good.
Is it actual like?
It's actual ground beef. It's actual
okay.
ground beef.
Like I've seen it done. Like they sell jars of that crap.
Yeah.
And so, okay, You blind bake a shell,
Mm-hmm.
and then you pour
The
the.
mixture in.
Okay, how do you make that without using the jar? Is that like a gelatin?
It's like
Is it like pecan
molasses,
pie?
like molasses and
Is
everything.
it like the
yeah.
pecan recipe?
Pretty
And
much.
instead of using pecans,
Ground
you're
beef.
using ground beef,
Yeah,
pre-cooked, obviously.
yeah.
Drained, and then added in like your nuts.
Mhm.
That sounds disgusting.
It's delicious.
I don't think I've ever had
Like, do you, like, are you using like nutmeg and all that still?
Nutmeg, they got cardamom in it.
We've
and
made
everything.
hog's head cheese, and that sounds disgusting.
Well, I didn't pass it off as a pie
No.
for dessert. This is a dessert dish that has ground beef in it.
I feel like it's very similar to like chicken pot pie than a fucking dessert.
Who said it's a dessert?
I've always thought it was a.
I
I thought
did
minced
too.
meat pie was a dessert.
Well, we're not
can
English,
be.
so I'm not sure about that.
Is it not a pudding?
Well, you can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat.
But if your pudding is meat,
Well, technically, all puddings really are meat. If you think about it,
yes, but
the gelatin comes from where?
I
That's
get
like
it.
The bones.
I'm just. Is it all right? Are you looking to see if it's a dessert?
Yes.
Is it considered dessert? Because I always just assumed it was dessert because my dad ate it.
Do you think quiche is a dessert?
No, that's a
That
savory.
is not a pie. Well, it is a pie, but no one calls it egg pie. I guess. It's really
Breakfast. I call it breakfast pie
breakfast pie.
because I usually have sausage and everything mixed in with it too.
So,
Egg pie.
because like when they would ask like, "What desserts do we want?" My dad would always like mincemeat pie. I'm like, "Ew, nasty."
It did not start out sweet, but became a dessert pie in the 18th century for Christmas time in particular. So they started adding sugar because sugar became prevalent. We're not going to get into why, but let's just say that sugar became cheap and widely available during this time
Sweet.
from the West Indies.
From the plantations.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. From slave plantations in the West Indies.
All of a sudden, we got a lot of sugar. We should add it to everything. And now the British have shitty teeth.
Sounds about right.
Haven't they always?
Probably shitty pies.
Okay, so it was not always. So you're telling me that a mincemeat pie, again, I'm saying that I've never tried it, is now sweet.
Yeah.
And are there warm spices?
See, now I have questions about that because
Is
it's,
it like egg? Is it like nutmeg and cinnamon?
Not sure on that one. Like, it's like, I know there's a Amish bakery up in Lancaster County. They sell about 3,000 of them every year for Thanksgiving.
Like just
Just
mincemeat pie.
straight mincemeat pies.
That
They got they got all their other, baked goods and everything, but they sell more of those than they sell anything else.
originally mince pies were originally made to celebrate Jesus. They were oblong they were oblong in shape to represent the manger that Jesus slept in as a baby, and have a pastry baby Jesus carved into the pastry. Traditionally, one mince pie is eaten for the 12 days of Christmas.
Ew. So over the course of 12 days, you're supposed to be eating on one pie?
Look, that's what.
It's small bites because let's be honest, that's all you can handle. And dude, is it
But it
like
does say-
is it like a king cake? If you get baby Jesus, you got to bring the pie next year.
I will say, the question for this was, why are mince pies only eaten at Christmas? So I'm assuming that they're not necessarily great because it didn't become like a year-long dessert. Like, hey, let's have a mince pie for Christmas, though. Like, once a year, guys. We're going to do this once, and then
That's the bakery
we're out.
anymore.
All right?
That
Like,
sounds terrible.
I'm going to bring one over.
I mean, I'm not saying I won't try it. I'm just saying I'm not probably gonna like it.
I'll be
Dooley,
right there with you.
were you so you're anti-pumpkin, you're apple?
Mm-hmm.
Apple pie is like your go-to.
How about sweet potato?
That's
Well,
pretty
sweet
much
potato and pumpkin are
pie.
the fucking the same to me, really.
Whoa. Whoa.
What the hell?
What happened? He had to put his phone down. He's got to clear his ears out.
oh, mincemeat pies can be served hot or cold. That bothers me, and I don't know why.
Oh, okay, that doesn't bother me at all because you eat like a chicken pot pie. I would assume that if it was meat, I think-
Cold?
Why? Yeah. When are you eating?
When are you eating a chicken pot pie cold?
When I'm drunk.
Yeah,
The
you
next
don't know
morning.
You don't know what I'm doing at 4 a.m.
He's in the closet eating that shit.
Okay, now substitute chicken with ground beef and tell me that that's okay.
I mean, I still would do it.
It's
I
still
mean,
cooked.
depends on how high or drunk you are. Like,
Shepherd's pie, he'd probably eat cold.
I'd eat it
Same
cold.
damn thing. Just no sugar.
Yeah, now sweeten it.
I don't like
Now sweeten it.
I don't. I was already out when it was like just sweet meat. Like, like I was like
Now I'm just thinking of
like outside of like a glazed ham. That's pretty much as far as I'm willing to go. Like, let's add some sugar to my meat.
yeah.
And I'm not even a big fan of glazed ham.
I love ham.
I know you do.
I never get any ham.
You're a grown ass man. Buy a ham.
where do you work?
Yeah, well, like I said,
Where do you work?
everywhere I've cooked for fucking either Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'm not allowed to have ham because I was the only one that's going to eat the fucking ham.
So buy a tiny ham. Come on, I mean, like, you could probably buy a tiny pig.
You can buy a ham slice, bro. Bone
Go-
with marrow in it. Boom, ham.
You coming to
Go
Thanksgiving
barbarian.
with us again this year? We'll
Please,
get you a ham.
please, because I can't go up. I can't go up north. So
Go barbarian. Do the whole leg and just start eating it off the fucking bone.
Yeah, dude, that only works in cartoons.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
more like a
Pie
turkey
is-
leg thing.
Yeah,
the
like
fridge.
the ham, bone and
There's a
ham. It's
Tupperware
like
container
this
soup.
fucking big.
and I did
Fuck
not
it.
pulverize the potatoes.
Yes.
All right, let's pull up a topic.
Was you talking about how that they're talking about like you eat that for the 12 days of Christmas? That actually ties into one segue to one of your topics you have in the email.
Oh, well then let's go over there. What was it?
It was the 40. Right there.
Oh, yes.
Number 3.
Yes, we had talked about. The producer and I thought about this, and I was like, "This doesn't seem that hard."
It doesn't seem that hard at all.
Have you seen the size? Like, that chicken is not that big.
I'll eat 2 of those in a night. Like shit.
So, all right, go back
Already
up to
knocked out
the
a day.
title,
You do
Dooley, real
something else
fast.
next day.
Right.
What?
Go back up to the title real fast. So, a Philadelphia man eats 40 whole rotisserie chickens in 40 days. Again, I don't like
His
in the
grocery
picture.
store loves him.
Yeah, right. I mean, what, $6.99.
Yeah.
Like, again, I don't feel like this is a huge challenge.
I mean, if I
Yeah, Alex. Sorry.
He looks really mad that
if
he's
I
about to
ate
do this.
40 chicken nuggets every day for 40 days, would that be an accomplishment?
Yes.
Would I get a fucking article written about it?
You should.
Only if you TikToked it.
Did he
'Cause
TikTok it?
that's
I don't-
about the
This
same
is see,
size.
they're like the
Oh, Twitter? I'm sorry.
photo by Twitter. Alexander Tominsky.
Tominsky.
Ooh.
My body is ready to repair. Repair what? That's like, I see, I'm with y'all. Like, this doesn't even seem challenging. Like, you just want me to eat chicken?
Yeah,
Like,
the
that's all
part.
you're telling me I
Like,
gotta do?
That's the hard part is he overcame the boringness of eating chicken every day.
You can add sauce. Like, is it, I mean, like, is he just eating the
I
chicken?
mean,
like,
is
are
this,
you not
is, this,
allowed to?
is this a diet that his doctor put him on, perhaps?
I mean, like, are you not allowed to spice the chicken up at all? Because I feel like, again, we could work this.
I mean, I think what would slow me down the most is rice. Chicken and rice.
Right.
What the fuck? In the beginning, he'd finish up a whole chicken in a mere 20 minutes, almost with ease. Things started to change after a couple of weeks, experiencing cramps and intense bloating. He swore he could feel the pulse of my heart in my stomach. 20 minutes soon grew to 2 hours.
It's a chicken.
Dude, chicken and
By the
hot
way,
sauce, bro.
I'm still curious.
One bottle of hot sauce and that chicken, we're good.
It says 40 chickens in 40 days. It also doesn't say 40 chickens in 40 meals. Like, could you just eat the chicken all... Like, I could imagine sitting in front of the TV and just snacking on some chicken.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like I could do that, and I can't eat a lot. Like,
I was going to say, like, some ranch. Like,
I
yo.
can eat a chicken.
I'm
I
not
mean,
a huge...
let's get-
I would probably go hot sauce over ranch. But,
I'm gonna go
you know
the
what I'm saying?
extremities.
You
The
gotta change it
extremities
up.
on a rotisserie chicken are going down really quick.
That's
Yeah.
the point, though. Yeah, you can change it up.
Those,
Yeah, switch up
those
the
are the
sauce.
parts I eat, like the legs and wings are what I eat while we're trying to prepare the rest of the chicken.
Yeah.
And by
I
the way,
mean-
he's drinking Polar with all these too.
Yeah, I mean, well, is he like on a
Is that like supposed to-
strict
Look,
diet?
by like day 12, he was sponsored,
No, it's
bro.
a self-imposed challenge.
Okay, so it's not like a
Said it
dietary
very
need.
important reasons.
Yeah, he felt like it was very important, but he didn't list why. to this article so far.
And why'd he stop at 40?
I will say this changes things because it says, "Come watch me eat an entire rotisserie chicken. November 6th will be the 40th consecutive day that I have eaten an entire rotisserie chicken." But again, if you're coming to watch, that feels like a one meal sit down, which is a different type of challenge. You know what I mean? Like, again, if you're just 40 chickens in 40 days, like, yeah, I feel that. Man, I could easily do that.
My problem would be going to get the chicken.
They
Thanks.
call
Yeah,
it
I
got
Philadelphia
chicken every
chicken,
day, I'll
man.
I just, again, like, I get it. 20
I'm about ready to
minutes
start
to eat
eating
a
this
chicken.
shit
Like,
like shit.
I'm doing 50. Fuck it.
Right?
And
Lately, I can't find
Can we-
rotisserie chicken.
can we just do something that would help promote us though? Can we just do
What
like,
the
can we do
fuck?
50 best Phillies in 50 days?
Holy shit.
I'm not surprised by that at all. What city is that?
Philadelphia.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
They
You
made a
kidding me?
commemorative.
So if I go to Philly and I eat 40 fucking damn cheesesteaks for 40 days, does that get me that too? Be the Philly man?
To this abandoned pier by Walmart to support him.
It was not a party.
This is crazy. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Jason, new challenge for you.
What-
365 rotisserie chickens in 365 days.
You can suck a dick.
I have to work.
Well, you can eat on the truck.
Again, 50 best Phillies, 50 days.
Right?
Like,
I can
No.
do it.
I bet you it weighs more than that rotisserie chicken.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Go to number 2 real fast, Dooley, while we're standing here looking at it, because I thought this was cool. Sounds
What?
interesting, right?
You know what? I'm slightly intrigued. Stouffer's is launching a lasagna flavored Bloody Mary mix.
Kind of want to try that.
I'm slightly intrigued. I'm not gonna
See,
lie.
this
How do
was-
they get the pasta taste in there? Is it a texture thing? Is it a
See,
taste?
I don't think you're going for. I think it's the thickness of it is what it's going to be.
So it's a texture.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're not
I feel
going to.
like there's got to be a cheese factor in it.
There does have to be. I think it's going to be like just
Not
parm.
pasta. It's going to be.
It's got the ricotta in there.
Ooh, no, because then it would have to be refrigerated.
Right.
So
The
apparently
shelf life would be much shorter.
It was free too
available and no cost merch store.
on November 14th. That's today.
Damn it!
Yep, noon.
Well, it's only 2 hours.
It's probably already sold out.
Oh, you never know.
Throw one in the cart, Dooley.
Sold out. 2 hours and 22. Really, 2:22? Ironic.
Yeah.
2 hours and 22 minutes in, and it's sold out.
We were a little late to the party. I guess these are one of those I should read beforehand.
Right?
Like, damn.
Could have gotten a free bottle.
Interesting. I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
so
you know?
probably by 2
Damn.
o'clock in the morning they were sold
That's
out.
pretty cool too. Fans would also receive with it a recipe card and a coupon valid for 1 free Stouffer's lasagna.
Ooh.
All right, that's what I'm like.
Free
Shit.
Crappy Bloody Mary mix.
So you could-
Well, let's not assume it's crappy.
I mean, it's like the Eggo eggnog. We do not know.
I feel like it would be.
They got Eggo.
When
they got
they
Eggo
say
Pop Tarts now.
when
too.
they say it comes with a recipe card and a coupon valid for a Stouffer's lasagna, is that a recipe card to make a good Bloody Mary? Because do they have like a specific vodka? Is it supposed to go with? Does it go with like, I can't imagine they're like, yeah, get your bacon vodka. Although maybe that would
What the
work.
hell?
Like what? Is it a recipe card on how to make a Stouffer's lasagna or how to make a Stouffer's lasagna Bloody Mary?
I'm just laughing at the ad right next to it. 7-Eleven Japan to offer Pokemon Pokeball rice balls.
I saw that the other day. But again, like the Eggo eggnog.
Yeah,
Where you at on that, Alex?
I haven't found it yet.
I mean,
You think what do you think the texture is? Like, what's bringing the waffle flavor there? I was thinking malt.
Malt, probably some malt, and then they probably have some fucking damn maple syrup in there too.
Well, I'm
see,
assuming
that's what
the
that's
maple's
what
the easy
producer
one.
said.
But I'm like, how do you turn eggnog into like a waffle?
Yeah,
Flour.
But not in the.
I'm not.
See where
Imagine it's like
yeah, just add some
elevated.
flour to this. Put it in the waffle maker. Whoa. Maybe a little baking soda.
Yeah.
You gotta get the fluff.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? Let's go to the Gordon Ramsay one. What do you got here?
The best Gordon Ramsay shows ranked.
Okay, well, this is.
Yeah, that's all. I was like, what the hell?
What do you think the worst one is?
The F word.
That or to fucking
What the Kitchen Nightmares from UK?
yeah.
Number 1 is Kitchen Nightmares for the United States.
Huh?
Oh, is it?
That's US
Is
right
it
there.
the US? Okay,
Yeah.
Kitchen Nightmares US version. Okay,
Especially
And
after Amy's Bakery.
then Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
We've actually started watching Hell's Kitchen.
Still not sure about that.
Stop! Oh, it's Siri. Oh, why is she awake?
Number 3 is Master Chef.
I've never watched it.
It's actually a really good show.
I've seen a lot of memes about it.
One of my friends told me, she was like, you should try it out for it because, you know, like you love to cook. And I'm like, I actually looked it up. In order to be on that show, you could have never worked in a kitchen. You have to be strictly a home chef, and that's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To go on MasterChef, that's weird.
Well, because they're promoting, you know, home cooks. So it's like,
Oh, look, Kitchen Nightmares UK.
hey, number 4. And an ad. Yeah. It's watch worthy. Hotel Hell
I
came
thought
in
that
number
would be
5.
probably.
I have never seen that one. Is
I saw like 2 episodes.
He literally goes to hotels that are failing and everything, pretty much the same way he does like with Kitchen Nightmares and everything, and he fucking tries to like revamp them.
What the fuck
does
does
he
he
know
know about
about
hotels?
Exactly. Thank you. Next Level Chef.
That one was good.
That was good.
It is a good show.
That one was good, and
It's not fair.
oh no, it's definitely not
Not
fair,
fair.
but it's reality.
Yeah.
Life is not fair.
For how much money you're winning, yeah, like shit.
But I mean, yeah, you all right. So
The Gordon, Gino, and Fred road trip. This one's actually. If you
I like how he's on a pink Vespa.
have you ever watched this?
No, I've never even heard
It's
of
actually
it.
really cool because they travel across the country in a RV and go to like certain places and everything, and they do like they'll do little they're like not really challenges, but they'll dare each other to do something and stuff like that. Like it's a really good
What
show.
country?
Huh?
I think Italy.
Well, they've done in Italy. They've done it in America. Because like they went to Texas and everything.
Because you say it across the country, I was like, that would take a really long time in the U.S. But in England, you can probably do that in a day.
Yeah. I drove for 2
Couple
hours.
hours.
I went to Germany. I came back to France, and then went to Spain. You know, shit. Gordon Ramsay's 24 Hours to Hell and Back. This was his like almost like the newer version of
Hell's
Kitchen Nightmares,
Yeah, Kitchen Nightmares.
which was pretty like they actually came local for that one because there was one up in was it Gloucester County? I think it was.
That's not local, but I'll give it to you.
It's Virginia.
It came local.
Uncharted is pretty good. It's
I've seen this. I haven't watched it. This is the one, yeah, where he's like doing like with Bear Grylls
grills
and shit.
like Well, yeah, and then he's cooking out like in the open and everything too on the MasterChef Junior number 10.
I feel like the reason why that's so far down below on the list is because it's not Gordon Ramsay being Gordon Ramsay.
Well, it is Gordon Ramsay.
He is, but he doesn't.
I know
It's
he-
kids. It's kids, so he's not going to be the same way he is with fucking adults. You know?
Really, there's kids on here, I know, but
Do you think any of those kids have ever worked in a sweatshop before? What is this?
Gordon Behind Bars. That's one where he goes to and tries to revamp like the kitchens in prisons.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is a real thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the UK.
He needs to relax.
Culinary genius.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of this, like, it's on British ITV. I don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
Fucking
British International TV? I don't know.
His Great Escape one. Yeah, that was.
That
was him on
Shit I've
vacation.
never heard of.
Yeah.
White people in India? That's never happened.
Recently. You mean English in India?
Right?
What?
The
We
good
got
old
cheap
Ramsay's
sugar again.
Number 14, Ramsay's Best Restaurant. This one was actually a like a competition between restaurants in London.
Okay.
That where like you had he would bring people in. He'd bring like 200 people in, and then based off of the comment cards and everything for like service, quality of the food and everything, appearance of food and everything, whichever restaurant would win that week and everything got like I think $15,000.
For feeding 200 people?
Yeah,
They lost more than that.
pretty much.
It's a very odd photo for that.
I have not seen that one.
Well,
Really?
considering it's from 1999.
That doesn't mean nothing.
You're right.
old.
I forgot how old you are.
Dooley.
Oops, sorry.
So, Bullying Point. I've seen this one, I think, a couple times. But, again, like, how many... we're on 15 TV shows?
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, how many more are there, Julie? Let's keep rolling. Let's just get through it. The F word. Okay, that one we've all seen. Move on. Oh, this is the masterclass shit. Okay.
Not the masterclass.
That's not no.
That's actually a TV show.
The cookery course?
Yeah.
Channel 4 series.
Yeah. Yeah, and, like he does like all of his recipes and everything. Yeah.
Because it's not cooking, it's cookery.
Number 18, the F word US, okay.
I mean, I'm not mad at the guy. I mean, I'm fucking, like, proud of him. Like,
I remember
shit.
this one. Because they did this, granted, this is for Channel 4 in the UK. But at the same time, they did do one here in the United States and everything. And I remember because I was like watching it, and I'm like, fuck, I want to cook. I'd love to cook with Gordon
I wish they would
Ramsay.
have
So
fucking.
it's the Gordon Ramsay Cook Along Live. So,
I wish they would have shown you how many fucking episodes and seasons they had. Because I had a feeling this is like, one season.
Oh yeah, cooking.
It's the pilot.
Three-course meal.
Yeah.
And
it
live
counts.
under an
It
hour.
counts. It counts as a TV show. It's a pilot.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one yet.
Yeah, then there's the
Uncharted.
spin-off, Uncharted spin-offs. Jesus, man.
Matilda and the Ramsay Bunch. Hey, it's got his whole family. Okay, now they're just getting...
Donna, hey,
introduced.
Chris, like, what, did Gordon Ramsay appear on your show? It does not count. Continue. There's 0. That's got to be the end. Yeah, dude, that's the end.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
God.
So, go back to the email real fast, Julie, while we're going to talk about these beers. I think it's... Scroll... Let me see. Damn, you closed it? The whole thing?
No.
No?
All right. So we have this beer. We talked about it a while ago. It was kicking around.
Is this the green bottle beer?
Yes.
Just a quick side note. It definitely Gordon Ramsay's Cook Along definitely only had one season, although it did have 2 Christmas specials.
Ooh. Christmas special.
I'm not
Yeah, that
sure.
was
I'm
it.
not sure if they were the same Christmas special aired twice or 2 Christmas specials.
It
But-
could have been the same one.
It looks to be 7 to 8 episodes. Oh, one of the guest sous chefs was Alan Carr, Carr. Get it, dude. Represent.
Represent. Okay, so maybe you heard about the artist on TikTok
No.
who built the the Flaming Hot Cheetos sarcophagus.
Oh, I did. I saw this one.
So he built a sarcophagus, scroll down, Dooley. There's ads in the way. 3,000-pound sarcophagus
Out of
for
concrete.
Yeah.
If I remember.
Didn't it have a clear top? Anyway, to ensure that future generations would have Flamin' Hot Cheetos. So,
Let's face it, he did this to confuse the shit out of archaeologists. Like,
we're not going to click on the tomb, but look, it's like suspended by chains in the middle and everything. Cheetos, has granted him 30 years worth of Flamin' Hot Cheetos because he built the sarcophagus.
Okay,
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure the sarcophagus probably cost him
More?
probably about the same.
no, he made it. Like, he's got the whole video of him making the sarcophagus. Which, I mean,
You can check it out on TikTok. Just like Google Flamin' Hot Cheetos sarcophagus.
I think it's hilarious that it's just like, yeah, some archaeologist's gonna dig that up and be like, the god of flaming hot Cheetos. Like, they honor.
I like that. Scroll back down. According to a statement from Cheetos, his artwork and homage to Flamin' Hot represents the creativity that Cheetos aims to inspire.
I'm sure that's what they aimed at.
Yeah,
as well.
real.
But
Pretty
I
sure they
mean,
aim for
Chester
sales, but-
Cheetos pretty out there. You know what
I mean, look, bro, I got the jumpsuit. I'm just going like with something that like began over a military surplus of powdered cheese.
Yep.
And it's become an icon now that people are building a sarcophagus to.
Whoa, I think you're reaching a little bit. Because the surplus of powdered cheese was not the flaming hot Cheeto. Okay,
You are correct.
We are on a whole new level
Yes, it was original
of
flavor.
Cheeto, which
It
is,
was
I mean,
original
you
flavor.
you can't just build a sarcophagus for regular Cheetos. Maybe the crunchy, you know,
Puffs.
but puffs, all right. But I mean, you can't just. I'm sorry. You got to do something better than the original Cheeto, which is obviously why you went for the flaming
I'm
hot.
a Puffs fan, and they don't make Puffs in Flaming Hot.
Excuse
Yes,
me,
they
sir,
do.
but
Do they?
even to the quote, his artwork and homage to Flaming Hot represents the creativity that Cheeto aims to inspire. I mean, like, it's specifically the Flaming Hot. Because, again, you know, if it wasn't Flaming Hot, would it be as cool?
Flaming Hot's not all that great.
Well, I mean, Flaming Hot's not cool.
Man, who are you?
Dude.
Apparently.
You didn't get it? My dad joke?
Oh, I got
Flaming
you.
Hot's not cool.
Flaming Hot's not cool. I got it. You should have done your own symbol work, but you know, I'll give it to you.
Still, 3,000 pounds sarcophagus made to pay homage to Cheetos. Go back to the other one because this one we talked about earlier.
That one?
Well, no. Back to the
That one. The
Top,
other one?
top.
That one.
So we talked about this one, and we wanted to know why it wasn't Clausen's. So
I have so many questions about this, but Vlasic created a scented candle that looks like a jar full of pickles.
I buy it.
I would too.
I don't doubt that. Here's my question. Why the fuck did Vlasic instead of, like, the candle company?
yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, well, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, like, what is it?
Yankee Candle?
Yeah, thank you.
Yankee Candle probably makes it.
Yeah, and then
We had
slaps
that
a label on
conversation.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
Didn't
you
they go out
know,
of business?
Vlasic just
Yankee
paid them.
Candle? I doubt it.
I thought they fucking they went bankrupt like 2 years ago. I thought.
You know what? Continue your conversation.
Yeah.
I'll work
Okay.
on
So let's just say let's moving forward that the candle company in discussion did not go bankrupt. They maybe just closed their stores and now are online only because let's be honest, I have a lot of Yankee candles in my house and it's not because I bought them.
They're still around.
Uh,
They're still around.
I remember they closed a shit ton of stores. That's why I was like,
Well, they also closed a shit ton of malls. So
oh yeah, that too. It's
like
called a pandemic.
Yeah, well,
There's-
the Yankee Candle. It's called Amazon.
There's
Called Joe Biden, but
there
yeah.
are 3 stores locally, at least. One in Virginia Beach, one in Chesapeake, and one in Newport News. And 2 of them close at 8. One of them closes at 7. We have plenty of time, guys.
The one in Newport News closes at 7.
Nope, Virginia Beach.
Did you know that?
Which
Because
right
Lynn
now-
Haven Mall
Dark.
closes.
Which-
Is it in Lynn Haven Mall?
It's
It's got to be in Lynn Haven Mall.
Lynn
Did you
Haven
know
Parkway.
Miller Lite made a candle?
701 Lynn Haven Parkway.
Yep.
What?
Miller Lite apparently made a candle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what?
Everybody
McDonald's
makes
got
a
one.
Campbell.
McDonald's even got one, dude.
I'm just saying,
Smells like a
why did
cheeseburger.
Vlasic, like, it's just weird that they were like, all right, we
I'm
want...
still
we want
going with that. They're made by Yankee Candle. And
Again,
like, it's-
I get that, but, like, why didn't Yankee Candle come up with a pickled
Well,
flavored candle?
Apparently today's
scented?
National Pickle Day.
Pickle Day,
so-
it is National Pickle Day today, and right now at Jimmy John's you get free pickles.
Well, that puts
Just
me
so you know.
in a pickle.
Get that Grubhub.
I'm just saying that
They deliver.
out of all the pickle companies,
Remember, it's Freaky Fat.
Oh.
why is it Vlasic and not Clausen?
Yeah.
By the way, it's the candle brand Candier
Yeah.
have partnered on 100% wax candle. It looks like a real pair of real jar.
I mean, it
of
looks
Vlasic
good.
Original.
It
does look
It
good.
looks really good.
It's just weird.
I mean, you slap a Vlasic label on it. It's obviously the same jar they're using for pickles.
I really hope it comes with a shopping cart, though.
It does not. come
I'm
with that.
sure it doesn't, but I wish it would, because that is a nice detail.
Right.
I'd pay $20 for the candle if it came with the cart.
It probably costs $20.
Well,
Without
they better
the
have the cart. I mean,
We haven't
you know.
even seen a price for this yet.
I was gonna say
They are still testing. Go back.
$29.
Damn, a $30 fucking candle.
Yeah.
And it's not Clausen.
So it's $30 for the Vlasic pickle candle. Really?
Mm.
All right. What's your last topic right there? You got the 50.
50 best Southern restaurants.
50's a war.
We don't have to do all 50.
Well, they just keep on going.
Well,
so-
number one's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm already fucking.
It's okay.
What
So
the-
I'll tell you what. Let's get into this beer, which is
Let's talk about
Funky Buddha. It's a great bottle.
Funky
I mean, we've
Buddha.
had this
Lucky.
before. Lucky Buddha. Sorry, Funky Buddha is a different brand.
Funky Buddha sounded good, though. That'd
That
be a
sounds-
double D's.
That's at double. That'll be available at Double D's.
The Funky Buddha.
Pretty sure Funky Buddha.
They're not that fancy.
Dab and slab, whatever you called it.
Dab and Dubs. Or Dab and Graham.
I mean, yeah. Look, are we going dab and grab or dab and dub? I just haven't decided yet. You know,
Dab and slab.
Dab and Slab.
Funky Buddha's the brewery. That's what I was thinking of.
Funky Buddha makes Lucky Buddha.
No.
No.
Just saying Funky Buddha is a brewery. I was thinking Funky Buddha. Anyway, this is Lucky Buddha by, let's try that. I'm going to go with,
Tsingtao.
is it by
Fucking racist.
Enlightened Beer?
He said fucking racist.
No, it's by Shandong Yangchun Brewery.
Close. You were close.
See? Yeah, he called me racist.
Yeah.
So this is one from the Vos, obviously. We've had it before.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
Find out E-Marts.
You got, oh.
Was that?
Oh,
Was
you
that
called,
racist?
and you just called me
I don't-
racist. What the fuck?
Yeah, wait. I don't even. Was that a
The look
complete
on your
thought?
face
or
after you said, you're like, where the fuck that come from?
so this is Lucky Buddha.
It's delicioso.
It is pretty good. That's pretty clean. So the 50 best.
All right, so we're
Southern
gonna
restaurants.
have some arguments here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because number one. Are we gonna argue about this? Number one, I think we all agree
I
is
don't
bullshit.
think anyone's gonna argue that number one is bullshit. You're gonna
Yeah,
Cracker Barrel,
Cracker Barrel
Best
is bullshit.
Southern.
Yeah, no, like
Lebanon, Tennessee.
we're not even gonna. Are we gonna get into that? Because
No.
I feel like this is gonna take a lot longer. We'll just go through. So 2, Waffle House. I mean, if you're shit faced, maybe.
Hey,
These are the best Southern restaurants.
voted on Ranker.
You're damn
it's on
right.
Ranker, so you know.
Again, if you're shit faced,
Hey,
I'm not complaining. If I'm shit
It
faced,
is hillbilly hibachi, sir.
Whataburger, I'll kind of give it to. Again,
Hillbilly hibachi.
Whataburger's definitely popular in the South. I give
Oh
it
yeah,
that.
especially Texas.
Well, okay, that's a good burger joint.
Bojangles.
I mean, these are the best you got.
Maybe like 50 is like the best one.
All right, so I feel like we're confusing the most popular with the most prevalent.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, it says the 50
Best.
best.
Yes,
So
which
the
is
restaurant
I disagree with this entire list. Then I don't even know where we're at. Past
4.
number 6. Just saying, like I disagree with this entire list. However,
I mean, let's just run through the top 10 real fast and see where we get.
number 4 is Bojangles. Number 5 is Zaxby's. Number 6 is Cookout. So far, these are all fast food style places.
Yeah,
those are the restaurant
Raising
chains,
Cane's
so.
Chicken Fingers. Oh yeah, restaurant chain, but I mean you can still have a chain without being fast food.
Hardee's.
Like Hardee's, McAllister's Deli, Lone Star
seen
Steakhouse.
I've seen a McAllister's. I've never been inside one.
Wow, number 10, Lone Star Steakhouse and Saloon.
Okay, I feel
You
like
get to throw the peanuts on the floor.
they've kind of had at least that's not fast food. You know,
we
finally,
fancy like
finally we get one
Applebee's
that's
on a date night.
number 11 comes in with Jason's Deli.
And
I like Jason's
Oh.
they
Deli.
have the quarter muff combo, bro.
Yeah.
Number 12 is Shoney's.
Do they still have the buffet?
Do they have Shoney's anymore?
230 locations.
As of when?
I mean,
Yeah, it's,
Because they've closed at least 3 around here.
I didn't know there were Shoney's around here. Maybe that's why they closed.
Number 13 is Crystals.
a.k.a. the White Castle of the South.
Yeah, but they have cooler shit than White Castle.
Yeah,
It's
it's
mini hot
Chattanooga.
dogs, mini corn dogs, mini chicken sandwiches, like everything small.
14 is the
I feel like
Varsity.
a giant there.
15 is Sonny's Barbecue. Keep scrolling. 16 is Backyard Burgers. Then Brahms. We got Huddle House coming in. That one seems fairly new, if I'm being honest. 19 is Jack's. Then we have Torchy's Tacos
Go
at
back
20.
up to Jack's real fast. Is that like a Jack in the Box ripoff?
I don't think
kinda
so.
looks
All
like
about the
it.
South.
Maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
We'll have to come back to that. 21 is Biscuitville.
I'm down with it.
I was going to say, I've never heard of it, but I love it already.
Hey,
Zoe's
50
Kitchen
locations
at
in North-
23. I'm sorry, Gus's World Famous Fried Chicken. I skipped that one, but Zoe's Kitchen. Would not have expected that as a...
Southern?
We have
see,
one here, don't we?
Yeah, it's
had.
Had.
But if you look at the 149 locations across the South, Arizona,
Yeah.
Maryland, Montana, New Jersey,
that's
and
Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri,
that's
not
Missouri?
Montana.
Yeah.
none of those are in the South.
Well, I'm assuming that's why it
Except
says
for-
across the South and then lists the ones that are not. Like, I'm assuming it's across the South plus. Anyway. 24 is Jim and Nick's Barbecue. 25 is Taco Cabana. 26 is Corky's. 27, Nuke's Eatery.
Not to be confused with Porky's.
Right. 28, Copeland's of New Orleans. 29 is Dreamland Barbecue. 30 is Taco Bueno. 31 is Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue. 32 is Milo's Hamburgers. Are anybody recognizing these? I mean,
Nope.
I
No,
admit
we
we
can
don't
pretty much-
do a
15 locations in Alabama.
Can you just keep scrolling until we see something we know? Which I think. Well, come on, we got 7 more. Just keep. Oh, don't even click the button. We're good. We're good. That about.
Yeah,
that
Yeah, I
about
should have looked
sums
this
it
one
up.
through first. Sorry.
Admittedly, we don't live in the true South. We're the undecided South here in Virginia.
We're definitely in the South. The capital was Richmond.
I am aware of that, but we got taken over halfway through, and we were just on the borderline. No one knew,
Like, you want to claim that you're from the South because you want your fried chicken to be good, but you also want your pizza to be good. So that's where you're at. Welcome to Virginia. All right. Where was I at? Sorry. This little message from our sponsor. This podcast is brought to you by Schmidt Sandwiches, home of the Bag of Schmidt combo and a flaming bag of Schmidt. Hey, you got some Schmidt on your face.
That Schmidt, you don't know shit.
Dude, they make really delicious sandwiches.
They do. I need a sandwich.
I mean, that could probably end up on the list of the best
Southern restaurants.
50 Southern restaurants. Schmidt sandwiches. It's going to happen one day.
I feel like that's a good sandwich name. Anita Schmidt.
I feel like, yeah.
Rebel, yeah! As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at
Team Fat Kid.
on Instagram at
Team Fat Kid Nation.
on Twitter,
At Team Fat Kid 1.
on YouTube at,
Team Fat Kid.
and of course you can find us online for all of your knife and apparel needs at www.teamfatkid.nation.com.
Remember, you can find the food truck on Facebook at
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
on Twitter.
At fat_truck. Yeah,
On Instagram.
Team Fat Kid Food Truck.
757, I see you're hiccuping or something. What you got?
No, because I was thinking, like, we forgot to tell everybody about the Black Friday sale coming up on the website. The $10 Black Friday Team Fat Kid t-shirts are still there. Ooh. $10 Black
I
Friday
might have to order a couple.
That's www.teamfatkidnation.com.
I won't
Remember,
think
you
people
call
work.
us, did you already get the phone number in there?
No, I was about to.
Damn, we're good.
Remember, you can call us for all your pre-order and catering needs at
757-427-1586.
Oh, I was just going to let it pause for a second.
Yeah,
but,
I was looking at him because he was
Yeah.
already on the phone number.
Yeah,
earlier.
I was ready. I was just
Oh, by the way, this is probably our last podcast of the year until the new year.
You're going to be
We
busy
got
as
this.
fuck.
Yeah, we about to get busy as fuck. Remember, stay hungry.
be creative.
And don't forget to sharpen your knives.
Peace, love, and bacon grease. We'll see you next season.
Praise the Lord.
Peace, love, and bacon grease. We out this bitch.
And now I'm going to turn the volume up.
Stay positive. That's negative.